Here is the news at 10. First, the highlight. Lagos State Government issues traffic advisory as cycling race commences. Federal government set to release over 11 billion naira for payment of arrears to doctors, other health workers. On the foreign scene, United Kingdom aid for Hurricane Melissa arrives Jamaica as evacuation of Brighton's commences. And in sport, Team Nigeria departs for Islamic Solidarity Games. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. The Lagos State Government has issued alternative routes for motorcyclists as the Lagos State Sports Commission LSSC, in partnership with Psychology Cycling Club, hosts the Tour de Nigeria cycling race. Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oshiyemi, in a statement, said the 60-kilometer race will start at Dolphin Loop through Osborne Road, Ring Road, 3rd Mainland Bridge, Iyano-Woro, Bagada Expressway, Oshodi-Oke, and MMIA Underbridge. U-turn before returning to Dolphin Estate as the finishing point. Motorists from Ikeja and nearby areas going to Victoria Island will make use of Ikorodu Road to Funshaw Williams Avenue to link Iko Bridge and connect Outer Marina to continue their journeys, and motorists from Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Mowe and environs will pass through Ojota Slip Road to Ikorodu Road to link Funshaw Williams Avenue and connect Iko Bridge to continue their journey. The 3rd Mainland Bridge will be open to motorists from mainland to island and back from island to mainland, with movement managed to allow race flow. Oshiyemi said side roads along the route will be opened intermittently as the race moves forward, while police and LASMA officers will be on duty to guide motorists and ensure safety. He added that no road will be completely closed and vehicles will be allowed to pass at intervals as the race progresses, advising motorists to plan their trips early, use alternative roads, and be patient during the race. In a bid to enhance access to quality healthcare and deepen disability inclusion in Lagos State, the Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, LASODA, has expressed willingness to strengthen collaboration with the Ministry of Health towards achieving better health outcomes for persons with disabilities, PWDs. Speaking during a visit to the Ministry of Health at Alausa, Ikeja, General Manager of LASODA, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, emphasized the importance of advancing disability inclusion within the state's health system. Oyetunde Lawal underscored the need for continuous training of healthcare workers to foster empathy and understanding towards PWDs, while also ensuring that health facilities are physically accessible and responsive to their needs. She said there is a need to strengthen the welfare of persons with disabilities through deliberate healthcare policies, construction of more primary health centers, and the recruitment of sign language interpreters to facilitate effective communication and access to care. The Lagos State chapter of the All Progressives Congress, APC, has congratulated leaders of the Southwest region, past and present, for the renewed spirit of understanding, unity and cooperation that was evident at the just concluded Southwest Stakeholders Dialogue. The Lagos APC, in a statement by its spokesman, Sheye Oladejo, commended the courage, foresight and statesmanship displayed by all the stakeholders who participated in the landmark engagement, stating that the demonstration of unity across party lines and generations represents a powerful lesson in leadership maturity, one that transcends personal ambition and political affiliations. The party urges other geopolitical zones across the country to take a cue from the Southwest experience to prioritize dialogue, peace and partnership over antagonism and needless rivalry. It reaffirms its unwavering commitment to the ideals of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu describing him as a true son of the Southwest, whose legacy of inclusion, competence, and courage continues to inspire the region and the nation. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government says it will release over 11 billion naira within 72 hours for the payment of outstanding arrears, including a quadrimore allowance to doctors and other health workers across the country. This was contained in a press statement issued by the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare in Abuja and signed by the Deputy Director and Head Information and Public Relations, Alaba Balogun. According to the ministry, the move is part of ongoing efforts to resolve welfare concerns raised by the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors and other unions, and to reaffirm the federal government's commitment to industrial peace and reform in the health sector. It says the assurance was reiterated during a high-level meeting led by the Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, Isiaq Salako, between the top management of the ministry and the leadership of NARD, following the association's recent agitations over welfare and professional concerns. It notes that the government remains committed to ensuring that the welfare, motivation, and stability of the nation's health workforce serve as the foundation of all health policies and programs. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, says more than 80 containers of fake and substandard medicines and food are currently being destroyed as part of its nationwide enforcement drive. NAFDAC Director, Investigation and Enforcement, Martins Eluyomade, made this known at a press briefing to hint the public about an attack on its officials at the trade fair market in Lagos. Eluyomade lamented the alarming rate of fake and substandard products in Nigeria, particularly in major commercial hubs, noting that a lot of people benefit from this illicit trade. He commended the Nigeria Customs Service for the ongoing collaboration and for handing over several containers of fake medicines to NAFDAC for destruction. Now to foreign news. The flight carrying British aid has arrived in Jamaica to help with recovery efforts after Hurricane Melissa, as the UK plans its first chartered flight to bring British nationals home. The aid flight brought more than 3,000 emergency shelter kits as part of a £7.5 million regional emergency package. Part of the funding will be used to match public donations up to £1 million to the International Red Cross and Red Crescent, with King Charles and Queen Camilla among those who have donated. Despite aid arriving in Jamaica in recent days, fallen trees and landslides have complicated distribution after Hurricane Melissa devastated parts of the island, killing at least 19 people. Jamaica's Information Minister, Dana Dixon, said there are entire communities that seem to be marooned and areas that seem to be flattened, making relief material distribution difficult. The hurricane made landfall in Jamaica on Tuesday as a Category 5 storm and was one of the most powerful hurricanes ever measured in the Caribbean. In our sport, Team Nigeria has departed for the 6th Islamic Solidarity Games, which will be held from November 7 to 21 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. With a 46-member contingent comprising 35 athletes and 11 officials, the nation's best will compete in 7 sports, including athletics, para-athletics, para-powerlifting, weightlifting, wrestling, boxing, and taekwondo. According to the Director General of the National Sports Commission, Bukola Olopade, the Games are more than just another international outing, but strategic stepping stone towards the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles. Olopade said the Islamic Solidarity Games represent a great opportunity for Nigerian athletes to showcase their talent on the global stage, adding that Team Nigeria has what it takes to excel. That is our news at 10. Just before we go, do not drive without a valid driver's license. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration completed and inaugurated 384 capacity multi-level car park at Onikon, Lagos? Get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has issued alternative routes for motorists as the Lagos State Sports Commission (LSSC), in partnership with Psychology Cycling Club, hosts the Tour de Nigeria cycling race. The federal government said it will release over 11 billion naira within 72 hours for the payment of outstanding arrears, including a quarter-month allowance to doctors and other health workers across the country. We also told you that the flight carrying British aid has arrived in Jamaica to help with recovery efforts after Hurricane Melissa, as the UK plans its first chartered flight to bring British nationals home. And in sport, Team Nigeria has departed for the 6th Islamic Solidarity Games, which will be held from November 7 to 21 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is news broadcast compiled by... That is the news broadcast from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.
With the letter T. We strive to maintain timeliness in disseminating information to our listeners, and that is why we are reliable. Being the most reliable radio station, providing traffic information in Africa is our vision.